Hello, welcome engineering students. This is a safety video and a video on the proper usage of the bandsaw. My name is Dr. Molly Minke. Students typically call me Dr. Minke. I am the department head of engineering, and I might even be your professor. So let's look at how we're going to properly use the bandsaw, because if it's not properly used, the result is it breaking. All right, and then everyone gets grouchy. So, first things first, you need to do a safety check. The blade actually lives in here. Right? So you can see it's got that wheel in there. It's like a pulley system. So what I would recommend you do first is check the door on the top and the door on the bottom. You don't have to open it. Just make sure it's not going to open. All right? If the blade breaks, which does happen, it's not a crisis, but if it breaks, you don't want those shrapnel flying out at you. So we're going to make sure these doors are nice and secure. The other thing you will notice is, from this angle, you will notice there is a screw up here. This is a tightener. Do not touch this. All right? The blade is ready to go for you from that standpoint, so we're not going to touch the tightener. In addition, you will need to check out a key from your instructor, and the key will then go in here. All right, to be able to turn it on. Okay, now, first thing we're going to want to do is figure out the height of our work. One of the most critical things we need to worry about to make sure that we don't injure or break the bandsaw is we're going to put the guides for the saw in the correct place. So this is a thumb screw. You're going to have to loosen this thumb screw. There it goes. Okay, we're going to loosen the thumb screw. Then we're going to turn this knob, and when we turn the knob, that lowers the blade guides, all right? And you're going to want it so it's about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch above your work. At this point, you're going to need to tighten this down so nothing wobbles around. All right, once you have these blade guides set, go ahead and move your work out of the way. And I'd like you to notice there is a plastic piece here. If the plastic piece is missing, please notify your instructor immediately. This helps for safety purposes. What I like to do at this point, without the work being involved, is go ahead and turn the saw on. Couple of things I was looking for there when I turned it on. Was it running true or straight up and down? Was it cutting into this plastic piece? All right, this plastic piece is a consumable. It gets banged up. It's okay, but in order to keep our saw blades in good health, is it running up and down and true? The other thing is to actually listen. If you hear it make popping noises or grinding noises, there's an issue. And at that point, you need to notify your instructor. Once now we're ready, we can actually start cutting. If we're going to do a freehand or a curve cut, and by the way, this blade is the small blade, it's an 1/8 inch blade, so you would use this more for detail work. All right, this is pretty much the limit of wood you would want to use on this size of a blade. All right, if you're going to do a curved cut, you need to plan your cut because you don't want it swinging in a way that it's going to create an issue and get stuck. If you're going to do a straight cut, it's good to go ahead and use the fence. There is a lever on the bottom for the fence, and you slide it over. You can either measure from the fence to the blade, or you can draw your cut line on your piece, and then you're going to tighten your fence up. if it's a straight cut. Once again, if you're cutting curves, you want to just move the fence out of the way and leave it out of the way. At this point, you're ready to make your cut. Don't force it. Okay? Be gentle. Let the saw blade do the work. So, helps if you turn it on. Notice, though, I've got the work moved back, the piece moved back. You don't want it up against the blade when you turn it on. Once again, slow and patient, and you'll be able then to cut. Just take your time with it. Clean up your work as usual using a brush. Do not touch the saw blade, but that is how we properly use the bandsaw. So, thank you for watching this. I look forward to seeing the amazing projects you're going to build this year, and I look forward to seeing you in class. Have a great semester.